Tones, I am going to show you and everybody here an absolute cracking dish. This is one of my all-time favorites. Paella, or paella, whatever the hell way you want to pronounce it. I don't really care as long as you cook it. Let's have a quick look at what we've got. Maybe 1.5 large onions and about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic, 1 courgette, 2 carrots, about 250 grams of small mushrooms just diced up, 1 chorizo, a couple of prawns with their tails still on, cocktail sausages, yes, cocktail sausages, 1 packet of that. And this, you've already seen, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel so you can see it, this is just marinated chicken. So the first thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna put that into the oven for about 45 minutes, okay? So check the video, how to marinate chicken, barbecue marinade, whatever it's called, and you'll see exactly how to do that. Most important thing, my paella tray. If you don't have this, lads, just use a big frying pan, okay? Don't get too much caught up with it. And I'm actually using long grain rice for this one. And the reason why I'm using long grain rice is because it's for my kids as well. And I find they don't eat the paella rice as much as they like the long grain rice. Paella rice kind of goes a bit stodgy and that kind of stuff. Great for adults, but some kids don't like it. So I'm using long grain rice for this recipe. Let's get cooking. Chicken in the oven, and I'm gonna cook this on my aga. Now, Tones, over we are here at the aga. We've got our pan on the go. And in goes chorizo. There's maybe about a tablespoon of olive oil in that, just to help it start, because a lot of oil comes straight out of the chorizo. And that's what we're looking for. So we give that 30 seconds. Tones, 30 seconds, maybe a minute in, you can see, look at all the oil, and that's going to change the colour of our rice as well, which is exactly what we're looking for. So now, in goes our onions and our garlic. That's what you want to hear. You want to hear that sizzle. Just stir that around. Just soften that. So maybe about another minute of this. All the work in this dish, Tones, it's all in what we call mise en place. It's all about getting it ready before you start, okay? That's the secret to everybody cooking at home for dinner parties. Have everything ready before you cook. Beautiful. Now, in go our carrots. And at this stage, we can pretty much throw everything in. And the reason why we want to fry all this off, especially the veg, it releases its natural sweetness. Mushrooms. Our courgettes. Is this easy, Tones? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is such a great dish. The kids are going to absolutely love you for doing this. And the great thing about it, I've got 1 big pot to clean up. Everything else goes straight into the dishwasher. Or else you could be like me. I have a Mexican midget. They clean up everything. Tones, we've got everything in the pot here, or in the pan, for about 4 or 5 minutes, okay? Now we're going to add in the rice. And a great question that everyone asks me is, how in the name of God do I know how much rice to put in per person, right? Well, here's the easiest way you will ever remember. A handful per person. And you can hear fellas say, oh, huge hands. Well then, you've got a huge gut to go along with it. So put in about a handful. So we're cooking for 6 people here, guys. More than likely 8, to be honest. And that's our 4. And wait to see how much we're going to add. 6 handfuls, just in case you've got a really hungry guy, just throw in 1 handful extra, okay? Trust me, lads, that's absolutely plenty. So now the rice is going to coat up all that beautiful chorizo oil. And now we're also going to season now, right? So the first thing, dried herbs, about a good tablespoon of mixed herbs, plenty of pepper, and in the jug here, guys, we've got about 1.5 liters of chicken stock. Okay, and if we need to add a little bit more, we just add a little bit more water, so don't worry if we don't have enough stock, okay? And then again, you're talking maybe 2 good pinches of rock salt. Now, just going to deglaze the pan with a little bit of white wine. When you're doing the white wine, let's always put your thumb on top, control the flow. And if you're worried about kids and wine, then just deglaze it with a bit of whiskey or something like that. Perfect. That's taken us maybe say 6-7 minutes max to get to this stage. And now what we do is we start adding our stock. So we're going to add maybe like a cupful at a time. And what we're looking for is for the rice to basically absorb all the stock. So I'm going to repeat this now. Once that stock is gone, get a good close up on that, Tones. Once that stock, see the way it's nice and liquidy, once that's gone, we put in another cup. So on, and so on. Now if turn around and says, Treyvaud, that's way too much hassle. You can't put all that in one go and let it soak up. Okay, just come back and stir it every now and again. But I find this is a much better way to do it. We're about halfway there, but the rice is puffing up. Okay, so time for a little bit more stock. And our chicken is in the oven about maybe say 25 minutes now at this stage. So that will take 45 minutes. This whole cooking of the rice takes about 35 minutes. So put your chicken in about 10 minutes before you start cooking, alright? And even if you find you're running a bit late on your rice, that chicken is going to stay piping hot on 30 minutes when it comes out of the oven, so don't worry about it. How do we know it's cooked? Take out a piece of rice, taste it, take out a piece of carrot, and taste it. Simple as that. So a bit more stock. And if you find it's getting really, really hot, just turn it down about medium to a simmer tone. You don't want it boiling away, okay? Because otherwise the stock will evaporate too quick without being absorbed. So we'll come back in again in about 5 minutes. Tones, get a close up on this, okay? On my beautiful paella. Okay, it's pretty much absorbed all the stock. The rice, nice and fluffy veg, perfect. Next, Tones, is it cocktail sausages. They've been frying there nicely. And we're just going to throw the prawns in as well, Tones. Those prawns are already cooked. So just basically want to get a little bit of heat in with them. Okay, literally 30 seconds, that's all, because the heat out of the rice is going to be enough to finish them off, okay? So what we do, Tones, is just put it straight in here. Once we've added in our cocktail sausages and our prawns, give it a good little stir. What we're going to do now is, Tones, we're going to take the chicken out of the oven and garnish this beautiful paella. That chicken is absolutely perfect. Stop staring at my ass, Tones. I know you are. Okay, red hot. And now we're going to dress. I told you guys, this is an absolute showstopper of a dinner party dish. Okay, so just give a little bit of a fluff there. Okay, and now guys, all about presentation, okay? So, let's go. In supermarkets, they call this piece of the chicken the oysters. They're not the oysters of the chicken. The oyster of the chicken is underneath the body of it. These are just part of the leg, okay, the thigh. But supermarkets will call them oysters. Nice and crispy skin. The smell of this, Tones, is just amazing. Told you guys, if you didn't see how we've done that, subscribe to our channel. You'll see exactly how to marinate the chicken. And this is red hot. If you can hear some funny noise in the background, guys, that, would you believe, is Tones licking his lips. Get a good close up on this now, Tones. This, by the way, guys, will feed a minimum, an absolute minimum of 6. You will more than likely feed at least 8 adults out of this. And it costs less than €20 to make. So do the maths, okay? So when you're seeing all these cookery programs saying cooking for less and they're showing you how to make bloody biscuits, never mind that shite. Subscribe to our channel, guys, and we'll show you how to cook real food. Okay, and we just cover with a little bit of flat leaf parsley. Tones, I love cooking this dish. And I'll tell you why I love cooking this dish, because my kids absolutely love it. You saw what's in it, it's an absolute beauty. Paella, Treyvaud style, like only Treyvaud can do. Let's bring it to the table and we can all tuck in.